Hey everyone, this is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab, and today I'm back here at the Sound Design channel. Today we're recreating a lead called Oceans, and it sounds like this. And if you want to listen to this preset in context, it sounds like this. Pretty cool sound, and if you want to get it, you can get it over here in the description below in the Melodic House pack for Serum called Feelings that you can get at PML. But now let's get started with this tutorial, and we're going to start by initializing Serum, and that's how it sounds without any processing it, because we had a little bit of a shaper box before. And we're going to start by choosing an analog basic MIDI. We're going to leave pretty much as it is. We're just going to raise the level a lot of this. And also the master. Now we're going to choose an LFO to modulate the fine. And this is how it sounds at the moment. We're going to increase this rate. And we're going to decrease the modulation. This makes the sound a little bit more analog, but in addition to that, we also have to select a noise. Now in the noise, we're going to select an SH1 noise, and we're going to make this a bit louder. But we also want to activate the key tracking, and we want to make the pitch a bit up as well. So essentially this gives a lot of high end to the sound. And we're gonna also make this legato. And increase a little bit of the portamento as well. And that's essentially it with the oscillators. Now we're gonna go into the envelopes. There's still one thing that I want to do with the voicing, but I want to go into the envelope 1. So envelope 1, we're gonna pick this attack, put it a bit down. Sustain a bit down. And now, in addition, we're going to pick this decay and put it a bit down as well. But we're going to pick this handle and put it just a tiny bit down. Now, release, we're going to increase it a lot. Can you see how the notes get on top of the other? And that happens because we haven't selected the mono here in the voicing. Now we have a lot of release, but the notes are not getting on top of the other. Now, essentially that's it, but we want to make this attack a little bit more random. And how would we make this a bit more random? We can go over here in the global and we can use chaos number 1. We can pick this rate and we're gonna put a lot up. And there's no difference in the sound because we have to assign this chaos to something. So we're gonna go in the matrix, we're gonna select chaos. We're going to choose here a unipolar, so it has to point only to the right and not both ways, so unipolar. And we're going to have to select over here the attack number 1. Nothing happens because we haven't assigned the amount of the chaos, so we're going to choose and put it a bit up. And this becomes pretty clear on how the sound changes now. So in addition to that, we're also going to go into the filter now. And in the filter, we're going to select an MG Low 24. And we're also going to include the noise. But the cutoff is going to go a bit up. And the resonance just a tiny bit down. Is that it? Of course no. There's a lot of modulation that we're going to do here in this filter. So envelope 2 is going to be the thing that is going to modulate the cutoff. But we want a bipolar modulation. And I change it over here by holding Alt-Shift. Alt-Shift, and it changes, and we're going to select this modulation to something like this. Now, what is in envelope number 2? To start, we're going to pick the sustain and put it a lot down. So in the sustain, it's going to go a lot down. Something around 6%. And the decay is going to also go a lot down. Something around 600. And we're going to pick this handle and also put it a little bit down. Can you see how this is a little bit too tight? So we're going to pick this release and put it a bit up. And in addition, we're also going to pick the attack and put it a bit up. And this creates a wom 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 kind of effect into it. But we're going to now modulate the envelope too. Envelope 2, we're going to use an LFO and we're going to put it to the release. And we're going to also shape it a little bit like this in the modulation. But the main thing is going to be, we're going to add a little bit of chaos into this decay. So we're going to go into the global. We're going to choose BPM sync. And we're going to select something like this. Now we're going to go into the matrix because we haven't assigned it to anything. Chaos, we're going to have to assign to envelope to decay. And we want to choose, again, unipolar. So you just click over here and it turns to unipolar. Now we're going to choose this modulation into something around this. And you can see how much this adds a little bit of randomness in the decay over here as well. And that's it with the oscillator section. Now we're going to go into the effects section, and we're going to choose first a distortion, then delay, then after delay reverb, then EQ, and then afterwards we're going to end with a compressor, and that's essentially it. So we're going to start by choosing a distortion and a tape saturation with a lot of drive. Now delay, we're going to choose 1/8. So this makes it a bit more stereo. And now reverb. I'm gonna pick this size and increase it a lot. And we're also gonna increase the decay as well. For us to be able to listen to this reverb a lot better, we're gonna pick this mix and put it a lot up. Now low cut. So we're low cutting only the reverb, and we're also going to decrease the high cut over here. Now EQ, and we're going to choose a low cut and a high shelf. We're starting with the low cut. We're going to pick this Q and put it to somewhere like this, and the frequency is just going to go a tiny bit down. Now the high shelf is going to give a really cool profile to the sound. We're going to pick this EQ, put it a bit down. We're going to pick this gain and put it a lot up. But we're going to have to change the Q to a bit up as well. See how the sounds come a lot more alive? Then to end this, we're just going to choose a compressor. We're going to choose multiband and put the mix a bit down. Now choosing a shaper box and listening in context. And that's pretty much it. I hope that you liked the preset, and if you liked it, you can head it over here in the Melodic House Feelings pack that you can find at PML. This is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab signing off. Cheers!
Hi, this video is sponsored by us. If you like these tutorials and want to support the channel, please check out our website packed with online courses and professional sample packs. Also check our ready-to-use and club-tested Serum presets. You can browse by the genre and style you're looking for, or get the incredible deal with the full Serum preset bundle. Thank you for listening, and now let's get back to your tutorial.